Well. Welcome to this recording. So, we want to talk about some of the issues that uh, airport simulator, first class gamers are facing. So, I'm at level 18, which is quite impressive, seeing to it that I've been in this game for 3 weeks now. My major challenge when I started the game was fuel, and it's still my major challenge. Like, let's check this out. Now, for my full service, I need 17,000 each and every day. But you know the way simulation works, so every 2 hours in actual real life is a day. So after every 4 hours, I have to continue logging in so that I don't run out of fuel to service these fellas. Now, that's talked about, I'm just gonna order another fuel so that I can buy myself 4 more hours of actual real life activities. So my other major challenge was this runway thingy, this one. So when you start the game, you're going to notice that there is now this extension where this general aviation is coming through. There is no that, and it becomes quite frustrating when you have to queue your airlines on this other taxi runway, which is quite annoying because there's going to be some jam at this intersection point, which sucks. Actually, it used to piss me off. So I built this one hoping that it would actually save me some time. Under this expansion upgrading button, I also upgraded my shuttle to accommodate medium holes, which worked fine for me, but the taxi runway network is still proving to be an issue because even after upgrading it, I still have expansion problems. I have expanded that other air flux. I've done the rapid landing, I've also done the exit, and I've done this whole thing. All of it, I've done it all, but for some reason I still get delayed flights. So I was thinking that maybe I need an air control tower, this one, which I don't have money to build. It costs 5M, but in like 8 hours by today I'll have the money to build it. So I was hoping that if I built that and maybe placed it somewhere on the upside, it might help me with these delayed issues. I don't love delays. Now, another major thing that you want to do when playing this game is what types of contracts do you actually prefer? And I think the best way to answer that question is when you come in your airline's profile, literally, when you come in your airline's profile, you're going to see the AM flights, this one. You're going to see there is the afternoon, the AM, the PM, the early morning flights. So you have to ask yourself, what category do I prefer? What sort of airline contracts do I want to sign? So I have disabled Glook Airlines and Fast Travel because I have reached their relationship and I have unlocked every single airplane pass. Like you see, it's 100% completion, so I no longer wish to be bored repeating the same thing. You see, I have done it all with these two. Now I have done it with Prosperity Lines, but I have not completed the airline pass. I'm still at 73% completion. So when I hit the 100% completion, I will not be doing Prosperity Line anymore. I will be focusing on other things. But so far, I am pleased to inform you that Prosperity Lines have the best contracts to sign, and so does Outback, which is why I was thinking that I can just limit my contract signing to 3 airlines. Maybe once I'm completely done with Air Audacia, which I'm still at 73, but once I hit the 100 and get this Zeus gift shop permanently, I will not have any use for it. So I will be focusing on Outback, Prosperity Lines, and Worldwide. And when you see it, you can just actually give me a full schedule. I just have to continuously refresh my contracts via the speed up so I can get the best contracts available under those airlines. Now, when you come here, you still see I get to sign Air Audacia, I get to sign Outback, and I get to sign prosperity lines and I get to sign worldwide contracts. Now, I told you, prosperity lines just gives the best offers. Now look at these. If I do all of these, I am going to net over, I don't know, over 20 million at the end of each contract. I mean, minus the taxes, of course, but it's some good money here. So I'd actually advise you to go for the prosperity lines. Now, I understand why people fear doing prosperity lines. It's majorly because when we're talking about the prosperity lines, there is this issue of of the type of demand that they want from us, right? Okay, now since we are not focusing so much on that, let's just see the needs, right? This is the prosperity lines. This is prosperity lines. Now, when we look at their spending, it's still low because it's early in the morning. But when you look at the terminal quality, I've got it right. The passenger needs, I've got everything right at 100%. So I should not have any problem with prosperity line customers because I've got them covered, right? So I just have to make sure that the contracts that I'm signing majorly favor prosperity lines. Another thing that I was seeing is that prosperity lines might be doing so well, but my worldwide travel needs a bit of work when it comes to fashion. Otherwise, I've got the entertainment, the food and drinks, and the shopping experience quite okay. So I just need to upgrade the fashion. And for that to actually happen, I need to know what fashion do these worldwide customers appreciate, right? So how do I know that? I just gotta come back here and open my worldwide airline pass. Then I'm gonna have to check these buildings. I'm seeing something like a zoo, this one, but I think it's majorly that's entertainment. This is not entertainment, perhaps. So I just need to continuously sign these contracts to an extent where I can get more of these, yeah, and where I can get this one permanently. This zoo thingy permanently. So every building that is highly motivated or highly appreciated by worldwide customers, I'll need to have them, and that is going to be the Wild Barbecue, which is okay. I don't know. I think this is a shopping experience, but what these fellas are having a problem with when it comes to my company is the fashion experience. So I gotta build those two to enable the fashion experience run smoothly. But that's not an issue because they'll get it done in 2 weeks time, because I told myself that I needed tops 2 months to get this game fully managed. Now that's just it. And another thing that I think that we face challenges is knowing what buildings we should prioritize in our airlines, right? So since I disabled the 3 airline contracts, when I am done with the pending airline contracts for the 3, which was Air Audacia, so when I'm done with these pending contracts, I will literally not sign them. Then I will get rid of the prioritized buildings to create more space for the outback customers, these ones, and for the worldwide customers, which are these ones, and for my prosperity line customers, these ones, right? And that is how I'm gonna go about it in the game. Now, some of the major challenges that we've been facing more recently is the impatience, and the security entry, these ones. So you always want to make sure that you have it maximized. You have to make some self-check-ins so that when everyone else is focusing on these other parts, the impatient ones can actually focus on the self-check-ins. So I still got like a few points to get this check-in opened. When that is done, that will give me much easier time, but I don't think I'm going to stick around to see what level 30 holds in this game, because I usually play simulation games for a month, tops 2 months. Then I get bored and I don't like repeating myself. So Ralesh, I come with a strategy to actually open things like Orient. We just still need more of these things. I don't know what they're called, these ones. To get them, I might actually have to be satisfied with this slight achievement that I've achieved in this first month here. So let's talk about something else out here. You see, you want to know what buildings you need the most, and me, I think it's always vehicle depots. You need to consistently be supplying people with food, fuel, inspection services, and you gotta prioritize those. You have to like maximize them. Like you want to increase your inspection speed. This is where you do it with. This is where there's this 3.5 mil. You want to make sure that your speed is up to date, because when medium haul comes in, you're going to like need to inspect 1,800 units, which is quite a lot, and you need that speed. With catering, I've tried, and you can see my catering is not doing so great, because most of my contracts are focused on catering. So I supply huge amounts of food stuffs every day, and that's quite draining, you see. And I'm still even pumping food for this one year. So, but the expense that comes with it, oh my god, it's annoying. So maybe not focus so much on catering, focus maybe on fuel, which is quite annoying too. Inspection is not so annoying. I think it's one of the easiest services that you can upgrade and have some stable income from. And when we're checking out my money that I've made, I don't usually understand these numbers a lot, but I do know that fuel service has been giving me a good income. Despite having to spend so much, it has been giving me lots of income. I'm still working on my catering services, and if you look at the contract revenues, okay, I get maybe 2.8 million the last month, but the daily costs are killing me. Plus I've been making consistent upgrades because I want to have the best experience when it comes to catering. I think there is much money, because can you check at it this way? If this is it, and this is my general, so you see, per meal they charge me 38 bob, right? I charge, not me, but I charge the customers that land here 38 coins, right? So imagine if in a day I can make 1,000 landings for catering, right? 1,000 meals for catering, or even 3,000, because if you're looking at my capacity, just check at it. My storage is 6,100, but I always finish the entire 6,100, and even after doing so, it's still hectic. I still have to continue production, okay? And I think I'm making good money here. It's just that I'm consistently doing upgrades, which is taking a lot of time, a lot of resources, and that is just gonna be my downfall pretty soon, actually. But here's another thing: if you want to skip time, just come here, PA. Skip time. You're going to make more. Like, let's see what is going to happen after skipping that time. You always want to come in after every 5 hours, 45 minutes to skip this time. Watch a couple of ads. It's not that expensive. Just watch the damn ads if you go Wi-Fi. But like for me, I don't have Wi-Fi. I usually use bundles. I find installing Wi-Fi quite expensive compared to using bundles in my country. So that's just it. Now that you see, we've made a couple of bucks here, but as I was telling you, now look at this. It's almost ready to go, but it didn't need anything, the long haul one. But I'm still gonna make good cash out of it, and that was the major target all along. So just to sum up and to make sure that we all get the points that were intended for this video, what you need to do is always know what airline contracts do you prioritize over the other, what makes more money for you, okay? And what services do you value over other? If it's fuel, focus on the fuel. If it's catering, focus on it. If it's all of them, perfect them both for the 7 ramps that are currently available in the game. Perfect them. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be a day's thing. It has taken me 3 weeks to get this far, and I know that with another 3 weeks I'm going to be phenomenal, right? So let's just focus on the things that actually matter, like knowing what value we hope to achieve at the end of all these gaming. Okay, so you have a nice day, and I'll have a nice day too. See ya.